Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Well, we're on the downtown Paphos, Tomb of the Kings Avenue, and we're actually heading towards the Paphos Mall and the Paphos Mall roundabout. And we're going to keep on going straight, and we are heading towards Yeraskipu. That's the largest inhabited place in Paphos district. So that's I'm going to call it a little district, like little villages which make up Paphos, if you understand me. And there's more people living in Yeraskipu than anywhere else. Population there I think is about 10 to 12,000 people, so it's quite a lot of people. And we're going there. Why? We're going to the industrial area. That's where we're going, and we're going to look for some parts for a Mercedes CLK, which is what I'm driving. And this lady is a damsel in distress, and it's got a engine warning management light on its dash, and what it wants is an oxygen sensor and a flow mass sensor, and we're going to go and hunt those down, and then of course we're going to go and fit them, and then we'll return it to the lady, and we'll have a little bit of a rummage in her purse. She'll have a smile on her face, and we'll have a smile on our face, and we get to live another day. Now, talking about money, it's a terrible thing, money, but if you want to know how the channel is funded, YouTube doesn't pay us very much. So what we have is a little thing called Buy Me a Coffee. So if you click through to our About page, you will see a little icon in the shape of a coffee takeaway cup. If you click on that, register one of your plastic friends, and you can buy us a coffee, or two, or three, or as many as you want, but one will suffice. Thanks very much, and we'll put that into liquid coffee to keep us awake. Now and again to buy a blue mankini, and now and again for the odd baseball cap, but most of the time we will put it into the tank in the car, and we will travel around making these videos that you seem to like. And if there's a special video that you'd like us to make, again, drop it in the comments, get us a coffee or two, and guess what? We will make that special video for you. So here we are. This is the Paphos Mall on my left hand side. That's the Paphos Mall roundabout. If you go left, you go up towards the Old Town. If you go right, you go under the Paphos Skywalk and go down towards Paradise, which of course is the Gate of Paphos Harbour. But we're going to go straight. But just before we do, we're going to get the shotguns out and rob the Brinks-Match van, because you never know. There may be 27 million in gold in that van. Probably not. Probably about 12 euros. In fact, I got more than that in my pocket. We won't bother. Let's keep going. So that's the big church over there. Now, I remember Mr. Ian all the way up in Yorkshire with the beautiful wife known as Miss Janet, who likes to go flying, but his plane's on the ground at the moment because it's got no compression in one of its cylinders on the engine. Shame. Never mind, he'll get it fixed soon, I'm sure, and he'll be up back in those clouds, and Miss Janet will be making him tea when he comes back. Anyway, he did tell me the name of that church twice, but as he knows, I'm an idiot, so I've forgotten it. But it's a big church in the centre of Paphos for a reference point. At these traffic lights, which again are on red, what's going on? Why are people stopping? Anyway, if you went left, you'd go up Russian Road. If you went right, you'd go down towards the Bar Street area, but we are going straight. Okay. Curious, by the way, people mention the Mayfair Hotel, Mayfair Gardens Hotel. If you were to go left here and go for about, 50-60 meters, and then go left, you come to its main entrance. So if you're curious to know where the hotel is in reference to the Mall, 5 minutes walk to the Mall, 10 minutes walk to the beach and Bar Street, and about 10 to 15 minute walk if you want to go to the Old Town. So possibly one of the greatest located hotels in downtown Paphos. And don't forget, not only is it a very good hotel, very friendly hotel, we know the boss. Yes, we also know the general manager, Mr. Christos. Big shout out to you. And we know the boss, Mr. Euro. He's got a few euros, that's for sure, but his name is Yuri. Mr. Yuri, he is an absolute superstar. If you go hunting back for the first video that we did in that hotel, we stormed that reception and he caught us red-handed, and then he said, go on, do it. Now, what a star. And from that day on, we have become great friends, and I mean great friends. The man is an absolute star. Whenever we go now, we're allowed to do whatever we want to do. We even get to drive around in his Lexus. How's that? Not too bad, that's for sure. Now, These lights are on red again. What's going on? I'm gonna have a word with my girls in the lounge bar, I think. Come on, Miss Nessie, what's going on with these traffic lights, eh? I think you brought them with you from Shropshire. Take them back, please. Miss Vivian, what's it like in downtown Manchester? Miss Beverly, what's it like in Frodsham? You don't have traffic lights in Frodsham, do you? I don't think so. It's a bit too rural in Frodsham. I like Frodsham, actually. I really, really do. I had a few friends in Frodsham. I bet you when I used to come down to Frodsham that I'd driven past Ian the Butcher's house. I bet you I have. I bet you. So you let us know where you live and give us the road name and I'll go and check it on Google, and I'll bet you in a previous life that I'd driven past your house. So, my God, see, those lights have gone back to Staffordshire. Those lights were on green. So here we are. We're on what we call the inner ring road. At the next roundabout, if we were to go left, we would go up towards Universal and we would go up towards the former Debenhams, if you get my gist. But if we were to go right, whoa, well, Dayman, where would we be going? Down to Paradise. That's where we were going. Down to the Paphos Harbour and Promenade area. Now, talking about who's in the Breakfast Club today, let's go and have a look. Dayman, she's there. She's got a sofa. She's got her two Ronnies. Ronnie the Viking, he's on the left. Ronnie Miller, the man in charge of all the law and order, he's on the right. And of course, on top of that, what else have you got? Well, we got the one and only Lord Dave Jono. He's in town. And there's some new people popped in. We've got, so sweet Lady Caroline, and she's brought with her the one and only Nigel Big Guns. And sitting in between them is the one and only Miss Ellie. Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And they're going to party on down in Paphos in about 6 weeks' time. And Mr. Perry has been checking on the internet to make sure that the Olympic Lagoon Hotel is going to be ready and waiting for them. And I promise you, it will be ready and it will be waiting. And it will be kissing you and greeting you from the bottom of its heart. That is for sure. Now, I warn everyone, if you come on this road, if you've hired a car, borrowed a car, stolen a car, or you happen to own a car, on this stretch of road, please take that foot off the accelerator and just cruise along, because many spots on this road there are the boys in blue, and they are always looking sad with a cigarette in one hand, a frappe in the other hand, and well, this time of year woolly flip-flops on. But when they catch you speeding, oh my goodness, they start to do the chuchka dance. They start racing up and down and kissing and hugging, because they know that they've just got you and they're going to sting you for somewhere between 75 and 150 euros. So stick to the speed limits, and well, you'll have a very pleasant day and a great holiday, that is for sure. The speed limit on here, by the way, well, it's very tempting, isn't it? But 50 to 65, that's the speed limit. Now in Cyprus, you're allowed to go around about 20% over, so 20 kilometers. So if you see a sign that says 50, you can actually travel at 70. But what I say to everyone is, travel around at 60 unless you're actually on the main motorway highway where you can do 100. So anywhere else you are, travel at 60. And you might have someone stuck up your bottom, but at least you are not going to get stopped by the police. And at least you know that if a little girl walks out in front of you, you will be able to stop. And, well, the place will be a much better place. Here we are. They're starting to tidy up all the rubbish, because they understand that, well, the tourists are coming very soon. And most foreigners like to see the place looking absolutely spectacularly clean. I did promise you a bit of sunshine earlier on, but unfortunately, it's still playing hide and seek. But the sky's blue. The sea is blue. Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue. So all it's actually missing is you. So what I suggest that you do is get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because Cyprus is quite simply waiting for you. Now, let's go and have a look and see who else is in town today. Now, I've just put another sofa over there because there's 4 of our greatest friends going to sit on there, probably for the rest of this week, that's for sure. We've got Sir Richard, his beautiful partner in crime, the one and only Miss Julie Nash. They brought their boy, my mate, Mr. Leo. And they've got a great friend of theirs, and a great friend of mine. And his name is Mr. Sean Broad, probably the greatest mechanic, probably the greatest car bodywork man in the world. and I took him with me when I went up to Larnaca over the weekend, and between him and me we found an absolute gem of an S-Class. I'm telling you, when you see it, well, I understand some people don't like cars, or some people are not into cars, but I promise you it's going to take your breath away. It is a beautiful black Mercedes S-Class, and the chassis is a W221. It's a 2007-2008 model, so it's not a new one, don't get me wrong. I'm not a rich man, but it's a very, very nice car indeed. And in a couple of weeks, that's the car that we're going to use to drive around and make these special videos for you. So please go through to our About page. Let's help fund the channel. Consider to buy us coffee or two. That's how it works, if you understand me. So who else is on those sofas? Let's go and have a look. We got, well, my friendly drug pusher. Yes, Daniel Mahoney, Mr. Daniel Mahoney. He's on the sofa. We got Ian Crawford, yep, the butcher. He's on the sofa because he's come to keep his beautiful partner in crime, Miss Beverly, company, because she's in the kitchen with Miss Ness and of course with Miss Vivian, and they're cooking up a frenzy in the Marika and Me lounge. There are cupcakes, there's cheesecake. We're now doing breakfast because Mr. Allen, after he's been on his treadmill, works up a bit of a sweat and wants a bit of a fry-up. And of course, Lord Dave Jono, he's suggested that he has some nice Danish bacon. Don't worry, Mr. Ronnie over there, he doesn't mean biking, he means bacon, but it comes from Denmark, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, he wants that, 2 plump pork sausages, 3 eggs, some mushrooms, some fried tomatoes, and 2 slices of toast, a bit of butter, and some beautiful marmalade. In fact, I am starting to salivate. I want to go for breakfast. After this video, I'm going to go for breakfast. I am absolutely starving. I'm going to sit, and I'm pretty sure that my superstars, my 3 girls, are going to make sure that my breakfast is absolutely spectacular. So where are we now? Well, this is the road. If you go left, you go back into Skipu, back to Paphos. We're going round this little roundabout, and we're heading out on the old airport road. And well, we're actually going to the workshop, but don't get too excited, lady oh so sweet Caroline, because the video is going to end just before we get there. So pour a tot or 2 for Lord Nigel, but remember, coming soon, you'll be able to throw away that memory foam pillow, because you'll be getting chauffeur driven around in a beautiful black S-Class. Now, this black S-Class is coming. I've sort of called her the Black Beauty, but I'm going to tell you what, why don't the people out there that are watching my madness come up with a name for this car? And the one that gets the most votes, or the one I like the most, the one that tickles me the most, that will be the name that I'll choose. And the person that comes up with it will be the person that gets to stand on the sofa for at least a month, and you haven't got to buy a coffee. How's that sound? Not too bad, eh? There we are. We're going to take a left just down here, and we're going to head up towards the workshop, and I'm going to say thanks for watching. And if you do like what you see, please hit the like and click subscribe, and why not come back for a little bit more of my madness. Thanks for watching.